Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, it's time for Ken Stout Live.
All right, let's get the show rolling. 2 minutes after 9. Welcome into the July 8th version of Ken Stout Live with the Zoom homies. The Zoom homies with Ken Stout Live, and they're saying they do not hear me. All right, let me see what's going on. According to all the mixer and the lights, I should be being heard over YouTube, but you know what? I don't even hear it over YouTube, and I've got my monitoring monitor, that's funny, at almost 100%. Now, Tony's saying, well, Rick says there is, okay, I just says there's sound. Why am I not hearing sound? Seriously. Okay, if you guys can hear it, fine. You're not hearing the Zoom homies yet because I have not unmuted them from OBS. I'm getting ready to do that right now. And now we can hear the Zoom homies, I hope. Don't know, based on that. We have Sam, we have William, we have Greg.
Hi.
Looked like the mixer moved. I'm still waiting on Greg to say something.
What do you want me to say?
Whoa, that sent it right off the charts. Okay, so that's right. Uh, Greg, you sound like you've been a busy man today.
Yeah, kinda.
Driving down to Tennessee, bring back some of that barbecue. You do know you forgot to stop by here on the way back home, right?
Did I?
You
Damn, I knew
did.
I was forgetting something.
Oh, that sure looked good, though. I know that.
Yeah, it did.
So I was sitting here right before the show started, and William was here and Sam was here, and I heard the bell, and I glanced over to participants. I don't see anybody new, and then I realized, oh, I have an Amazon package due tonight, and that's what it was. Oddly enough, my doorbell sounds exactly like the doorbell from Zoom.
That's scary.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's got to change too. I don't know if I can change it in Zoom or not.
I don't think so.
I have no idea.
Probably easier to change your doorbell.
Probably.
Two screws and two wires.
I just says she thinks she's a bit behind, but can hear now. Yeah, I mean, I know
Getting something.
there was a bad delay at the beginning. That sure looked good, though. I know that. And there's still
Yeah,
a
it
bad
did.
delay. So I was sitting here right before the show started. I just turned up my volume, and it just now over the screen was said what Greg and I were talking about. So I do not understand what's going on. Really don't. I do have a few things running, and you know what?
Did you change that setting when you
do what, Sam?
Did you change that setting when you did the fish tank live last night? Maybe.
Yeah, I did. I changed it back. But I just realized I don't think the new first place in YouTube played. In fact, I know it didn't play. Why didn't that play? Interesting. Well, I'll show it now. Of course, with the delay, it's going to be 13 minutes before it shows. Yeah, I'm still waiting for it to show up on the monitor. I'm watching it on OBS. Of course, I've seen it 6 or 7 times because working with it today. I can go in and turn off that. See, it still hasn't come across YouTube. I'm back to the main stream, but it still has not showed up on YouTube. So I really do not get what's going on here.
It showed up for me.
They're on union break.
So isn't that weird that Sam got, okay, it's just now hitting my monitor on the monitoring stream that I've got. Just now. Isn't that weird how some people get it way quicker than I get it? That's just nuts. I don't honestly know if it played during the opening or not. It should have because it's part of the macro still. All I did was change it up a little bit. I've been contemplating this for a while. It looks like I have a little bit of a black screen. Why do I have a black screen? Oh, okay. There we go. This is going to drive me up the proverbial wall. Greg has a chance now. Yes, Greg does have a chance to get on the podium now. And I've been contemplating that for a while. I'm gonna, moving forward, either
I was second place tonight.
I believe, according to the YouTube studio, you were 4th, maybe? I don't know. Let me look. Tony, Bobby, Greg, 219, 219, 219. But I kid you not, I saw earlier where it was Tony, John Aloy, and Robert. But according to the timestamps, you were 2nd. So, I do not know what's going on. And it's just now, is this live? Let me click live. Maybe that would help. Let me click live. Maybe that would help. Let me click live.
Really got so long as ass. Really got so long as ass.
Oh.
What is that?
Oh. That was Winamp.
Is that Winamp?
It was.
I was like, what? I'm like, I'm being threatened over my Zoom and YouTube. Rick Lake said, "What was that?" That's what we're trying to figure out. Of course, William's laughing pretty heartily, so I'm guessing it came from William.
This is installed Winamp. I wasn't expecting that. I didn't know it talked back to you.
Well, apparently it's threatening to kick someone's amp or something.
Okay.
That was funny. It's okay. I think I figured out why there was such a delay. Okay, I've got that solved. So that was me. Imagine that. I did not have it currently live. It was, for whatever the reason, not live. And when I click the live button, I'm back to being live. So that's crazy. I'm hoping the new first, second, and third thing goes over. Of course, by the time it's all over, I'll have a podium with 10 slots on it, and we'll have little bitty pictures with little bitty names. I had about 3 different ways to do the names, and I finally settled on the way that it shows them just coming in out of the woodwork, so to speak, no pun intended. And oddly enough, in DaVinci today, I couldn't get it to go completely away. It went down to 0.250 for the lowest setting. I've yet to figure that out, and of course, I didn't take the time to try to figure it out yet either. So, anyway, I thought Doug's show today was pretty good. Learned a few things after the shows. Chris is saying he'll be with us in a little bit. He moved his desktop again. I do that every other day. I pretty much leave things the way that they are. There's things I need to do, but I'm too lazy. It's just like I finally went out and found these that I have. I know you guys are like, why did I get a foot of a picket fence top? Well, it's not actually. I need this for a shelf I'm building. I've got to lop off about 1/8 of an inch off the top, and it'll work perfectly for the shelf that I'm building. And I've had those out there. I've just been forgetful, I guess. L-shaped desk. Okay, English. L-shaped desk. I move it a lot. Yep, lop off. I have to barely cut maybe 1/8 of an inch off. I call it lopping, sawing, whatever you want to call it. Of course, tomorrow night when you see me, I'll have my hand all bandaged up. I'll be missing this much of my fingers and go, oh, I forgot where the board was at. Yeah, Sam's got it right. Except in my case, it'll be all 4 of them. Yeah, because I'm not real sure how I'm going to study the board yet. It's not like in Charleston when I had a bench and a vise, and that was cool. I don't have that here. Chris said he had his hair lopped off this week. Yeah, Mrs. K and I have been discussing my hair. I'm still losing that battle, but I'm working on it.
Well, you find the heaviest paint can for something you got and stick on the edge of the board.
Yeah, either that or put Mrs. K's foot on it.
You be talk her into it.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. It's just so minimal of amount. I may just put it in there and take the hammer to it and tap, 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 and of course the desk may bow out. I don't know. I'll worry about it when I need to. Right now, it's not a big deal.
If you get hammer and chisel, you can just chisel off the corner.
Yeah. It'll eventually get done. I don't know when. Chris is saying he found an old Sanyo digital camera in his closet. Where there's a will, there's a way. This is true, John. This is very true. I need to get something up off the floor onto the shelf, and I've just been lazy in doing it. And I know that we moved here with the original shelf, but it's one of the many things that have disappeared when we moved, and it makes no sense. So I'm sure we've all been through that, where we've moved and we thought we packed something, or we know we packed something, and we get to where we're going and now where's this at? And you can't find it. It's crazy.
I lost things in here and haven't moved.
Yeah. I can relate to that too. Where I just had that in my hand yesterday. Now what did I do with it? Hate getting old. Really, really settling in. Greg's having what? Ice cream?
Yep. Rocky Road.
That's a good ice cream flavor. I'm being good between now and the 4th of August when we go to the fair for the first visit this year. We're going twice, on the 4th and the 9th. I'll probably take it easy on the 4th and maybe a little bit more on the 9th. I don't know yet. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Anything going on in the world? Oh, real quick, I got both of you guys here. What'd you guys think of Sam in one corner and William in the other corner last night during the fish tank stream?
Didn't watch it.
Wow, okay. Not a fish cam fan, eh?
All I was missing was a little fishing pole for Princess.
Well, I'm thinking about redoing it somehow so that your guys' stream's a little bit bigger than what, I mean, that's just a very little sliver of things. You named your fish Sam and William. Yeah, I have Sam and William and Greg, Alex, just to name a few. No, Chris, my fish are not named. Oh, speaking of fish, it looks like they're a little out of focus tonight. I'm not going to mess with it. I was about to ask Alex. Yeah. I think he's busy with someone. Yeah, I came across one of those tonight. The Shatner with Khan, but without the text.
Nice.
Yeah, I want to say Jim put the link way back when. I was looking for something else going through my DaVinci data, and I came across it. And immediately I'm thinking, I know where I can put that to good work. All right, Chris, thank you. I was just the messenger here. Apparently he wants to get your channel or get, I don't know what he wants. I'll let you two work that out. I have no idea. Joshy sent me an email and wanted me to get something from Chris, so I just forwarded it to Chris and let him deal with it. That way he can decide if he wants to do it or not. And I do that with everybody. Unless I have your explicit permission to do things, I won't do it. I'll ask first, and then if you say yes, I do it. If you say no, I don't do it. Just like with John tonight, I did get John's permission to use his photo, and I was happy because I had already done it. And I'm like, man, if he says no, I got to rework this somehow. Which would have been easy. I would have just reverted back to the old version of what I had. But thankfully he said yes, and that was good. Pretty much have Tony and Robert's standing permission to use theirs. But the only person I don't have is Jim. And I'll get it one of these days if ever needed. What in the world? I got to spotlight you. Sam, spotlight.
It's up on my YouTube channel too.
Yeah, is that rocks on the other side of the river underneath the concrete wall, or is that a concrete wall? You know what? I'll just go look at it.
Concrete with moss growing on it.
Oh, that's okay.
Has moss.
Well, I was looking up by the trees. It looks like there's a secondary wall, or what used to be a secondary wall.
You're just seeing the concrete.
I'll go grab it off of the YouTube stream. Maybe I can get a better look at it.
Not at night, though. I can show you some photos.
Oh, yeah. It's a little darker. Oh, the river's down to 3/4 of a foot.
Yeah.
Okay. No worries.
Well, I can show you actually a diagram of the wall. What it looks like, how it's engineered. That might make more sense than just looking at it.
You do know you're talking to me, right?
Yeah, but it's the diagrams are drawn for civilians to understand, so you'll understand it better. I have the info all in my
Yeah, I was sitting here after I was going to restart the fish live stream last night. I was like, there's got to be a different way than using Zoom to do. Oh yeah, why don't I just bring up? So that's how I did it. I brought Sam's up on one, Williams up on another, linked it to that feed, and works out really good.
Hopefully
The
Jose
next thing
gets
I
on
want to
tonight.
do what, William?
Hopefully Jose gets on tonight.
I thought he was going to be here by now, but I hope so too. My next thing I want to do is I
hope
want to
not.
rotate them in some kind of an order where, like, it's the fish cam, the tank, and then it goes to the river, and then it goes to Williams, and then it goes back to the fish cam. If that's possible. I don't know if it is or not. I seen they had another airplane crash out in California today. In Murrieta. I've actually been to the city of Murrieta. Right where it's at, no pun intended. Yeah, they had one, I believe, last week, I read.
Yeah.
That's terrible. And that's not a bad airport to fly in and out of. Man, gonna get some money, my nose itches. Let me not do that on the stream here. I was just checking something out over on the monitoring screen. Here, I was trying to figure out why my nose itches. I got to cut the grass in the morning. I am so hoping for rain tomorrow morning.
I just wonder if I benefit from any kind of external lighting.
Well, I don't know. There seemed to be a lot of activity. Do you live in an area where there's a lot of foot traffic?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Dennis has a redirect to my show. Thank you, Dennis. It's just popped up and said, Dennis, DDT 2005 and your viewers just joined. Say hello. I appreciate that, Dennis. Thank you very much. So according to the weather app, we are not supposed to get rain at all. That's not good. It needs to rain in the morning. It needs to rain from about 6 a.m. till about noon.
We had some rain today.
Yeah, we were cloudy all day. Well, actually, we had thunderstorms this morning with no rain. A lot of noise, a lot of lightning, no rain. I would take the rain over the noise. We need it. But man, it was like, I'm like amazed at how loud they were. Can't think of the word I want, so I'll go with loud. Rick says he watched Dennis play Fortnite for all that. Yeah, I've watched both Dennis and Doug play. I need to do that more often. I really do enjoy watching them. I bring them up, put them on a monitor out of the way. They're just kind of background noise for I'm doing stuff, and it does help actually. Raid. Yeah. Yes, Dennis, please get my channel rated. Hello, Dennis. Thank you so much for the redirect. I appreciate it. I don't know how long you've been watching, so make sure I cover all bases. I will thank you again. Now we just need for your partner in crime, Doug, to show up. Ida says it's still raining. Thunderstorms right now. Power's holding up. Yeah. I thought we'd lose power this morning, but we didn't. I don't think we have rain projected until about Wednesday, which is fine. She doesn't even know her schedule past tomorrow. Actually, past midnight tonight, she didn't know her schedule, but I'm sure she's working tomorrow. Usually when she works Saturday, she works Sunday. We will see. Good to see Ida. Thank you, Ida. I always like seeing the people that have been here for a while and then take some time off and show back up. That's kind of cool. I do like that. I noticed on Sam's channel, I can't say the Lin something. I can't pronounce it.
Simone?
Sounds good. Sure. Let's go with that.
Just call her Simone.
Okay. Works for me. I noticed she had made a comment on the fish tank thing. Or no, I think, was that on mine or yours?
On yours.
Was it on mine? Okay, thanks. The memory's going. I can't call you Bill because William's here. Can't call you Greg because Greg's here. Buenos, buenos noches.
Yes.
Good evening or
Yep.
good morning. No, it's got to be evening, right? Noches.
Night
Night. Okay.
or evening.
So now we are a Let's Learn Foreign Language channel. Greg,
Okay.
do you have anything clean you can add?
No habla español.
Here we go. Now we're out of my league. Hola, something. Buenos noches. Yeah. Yes, there are actually two Idas. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I see now. He says, my wife, Ida, says hola. And now we have, okay. Cool.
I can speak some Vietnamese still.
I feel bad. I don't speak that much Tagalog, but I'm lazy. I can still speak and carry on a pretty good conversation in Korean. I'll come back to that.
I know someone, Doug would have been thrown off the announcement that came up.
Oddly enough, Mrs. K is pretty good at reading different languages. And I attributed that they're probably taught a lot of that in school. I always joke with her that my high school was basically carry the very minimum grade point average so I could play basketball. Other than that, I didn't care about school. I don't know how you would say Tocaya. Takaya? I don't know. And before I embarrass myself even anymore, I will not attempt to pronounce it again. Hold on, I could do the Doug Betts thing and go Google it and have it say it for me. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just poking fun at Doug. Probably smarter to do that than me try to attempt to pronounce it on my own. I can't even speak English tonight. Maybe I should start speaking Spanish. We'll be right back. I'm telling you, I'm struggling. Now, nobody should be able to... Oh, no, wait. Zoom cannot hear me, but I believe I can still be
I took
heard
2 years of
over.
Spanish in high school, so I'm not going to humiliate myself by trying to pronounce anything either.
Dennis... So, okay. I mute my mic in Zoom, and you guys should not be able to hear me, but I don't know if it still goes out over YouTube or not. It should. But I like his comment. He had to look it up also and share it with the class. Thank you. Yeah, I took no foreign languages in school. I kid you not, bare minimum. Bare minimum. I think we had to carry a C or C plus average. I mean, it was like really low. And right up my alley. I saw a thing on Facebook the other day where someone said, another day, I finished another day of not using algebra. Thought that was kind of funny. Hello, Chris.
Hey,
Another night you didn't have to leave and come back. You got this down pat now, don't you?
I think so.
You'll be, before you know it, you're going to be streaming.
Yeah.
Was
Not
any
till
of
I
what
get
Doug...
better. Not till I
Do
get
what?
better internet.
Say again, please.
I said not till I get better internet.
I don't know. When you did it from the YouTube app, it seemed to be pretty good, wasn't it? If I remember right.
It was.
You don't really need that much going up.
What did he say, Ken? What'd you say, William?
You really don't need that much internet speed going up. It's what's primarily you're doing when you stream.
Oh, I don't know. It seems like it needs a lot going up. I don't know what the deal is. I thought that's what you need is the upload.
Well,
All right, let's see.
I got an off the wall question for the
I,
group and chat to ponder. Would the upload be affected by OBS versus your streaming straight from YouTube?
no,
It's still the upload, right? Upload is upload is
correct.
upload. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
And it's basically around 2,500 kilobits.
Yep. I'm using 1080p at 2.5 megabits, or 2500 kilobits. Same thing.
Well, my upload's only 1.5, so that's not good.
That's your total upload bandwidth?
Yep, and my download is 25.
Yeah. You need more than that.
But you got dial up?
No, it
Yeah.
sounds like DSL.
No,
right?
I got the AT&T Uverse.
That's DSL.
And that's
Probably.
the
Yeah, it's pretty
fastest they
much-
can get you.
It's pretty much DSL. I mean, updated DSL.
Yeah, it works though, right? For what you need it for. You're not ready
Yeah.
to stream yet.
Our church, my church, a mile away. All they have is there was some kind of wireless deal, AT&T fixed wireless, and it half the time it's out. I don't know if it's while we at church it's out, but I know just about every Sunday, internet's not working.
Wow.
Well, you can still stream. Your video quality will just be low. That's all.
Yeah,
You'd have to drop your
Latency.
data rate down way low.
yeah. As for the
Okay.
church, I'm just wondering if it's the cameras messing up. If it's not fast enough for all the cameras that they have.
Maybe. That kind of thing, there's no way to know unless you're like someone like me would have to physically go there to check it out to see what's going on. You'd have to get your computer tech to come there to find out what's going on.
Well, my pastor, he knows about computers, and I know about computers. So,
Okay. Then
but he's switching to Mac, so he still does Windows though.
I haven't been called Mr. Stout in a very long time, Matthew. That's funny.
No, Bobby, we can't get Comcast at Affinity. Bobby's asking that.
Yeah, I see it in chat. Mac.
That's all we can get is
Seems to be the topic of the day. That was on Doug's channel as well. So, how big's the town you live in, Chris?
the county is like 17,000 people. There's a bunch of people here, but just this area, I don't know how many people in this area. I guess not enough people. They'll eventually have that fiber here though, and at the church too. So
Is AT&T the only internet provider in your area? Like Alex?
yeah, unless you want to go with satellite, and I definitely don't want to do that.
Yeah, I would think not.
There's other people that have that wireless system at their house, and it works. And I don't know what the deal is at the church. I mean, it could be the cameras.
I have no idea. None whatsoever. I find it's odd that everywhere I've ever lived as a civilian, I've always had an option of 1 to 5 internet companies. And I found AT&T in Las Vegas was by far the best. And then when we got to Illinois, it narrowed it down to 2. And they didn't turn out to be all that great either, but I went with the one that seemed to work the best. And then over here, I obviously have AT&T because Comcast just couldn't do what they said they could do. Hello, Jim.
Well, we ever in the closest town, the only The only cable company is Spectrum. And I don't know what kind of AT&T service is in town, but the only cable company is Spectrum. There used to be another one in the county, another cable company, but whenever it switched to digital, they went bankrupt. When everything switched to digital, they went bankrupt, and they moved all their customers to either I think Dish Network or something.
Not trying to embarrass you, William. I was just wanting to get a good look at what you were doing, but it looks like you're going through your box of goodies to try to put something together.
Yeah, trying to figure out if I have the right size bolt to try to hold this together.
Oh, okay.
It's just in metal, it bends right there. I thought if I put a bolt up to the bottom, I could anchor it, make it solid. But no luck so far.
Needs a sleeve in there.
Yeah, I think if I find a sleeve that would fit this bolt, I could get away with it.
Didn't know I could do that.
It's my stuff from mounting kits from TVs.
Is that arm for a microphone or a camera or both?
That's actually the magnifying glass.
Oh. Okay.
I think it would be better if it was better built if it was for a camera.
Is that similar to the one that Josh Kinder had so much trouble putting together that one night?
Probably about the same quality, yeah.
All right. I'll go ahead and unspotlight you. Jim, you have anything new to bring since Doug's stream?
No email, no text yet.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask that. I forgot.
You think I've forgotten? Oh, no.
Did he do a show today?
No, not that I'm aware of. He did.
Wow. He did one yesterday though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I played golf. I was just basically away.
Yeah, I will have a question for William after the stream.
Okay, I wasn't counting on other works anyways.
QFW. If I had the ability, I would figure out how to mute it so that they couldn't hear and you could ask your question now, but we can wait.
Nice.
All right, everybody, I'm cutting it short. 24 minutes. Jim's got a question. It's really important. See you tomorrow night. No.
One thing about Winamp program.
Yeah, that was funny when it's threatening to kick someone's ass. I mean, that's what it sounded like anyway. I don't think that's what it was.
If you have it, go ahead and make the list up. It pulls everything out of year groups and puts in alphabetical order by the artists.
Is that a lampshade on your head?
No, that's a lampshade on his head. God.
That's just a choice from of hats in the avatar thing. I don't know what it is. And I don't think you can edit it while it's actually being shown, can you? No, I don't think you can.
No, you could try.
Richard Rogers joins us again 2 nights in a row. I don't know. I thought I did that the other night. So there's the avatar. And if I go in here to choose avatar, click on edit, and then let's just change the something simple so that we would know if it works or not. Like, oh, you can.
Yeah, you'll have to close that out for the rest of the. There it goes. Boom.
Right. But you can. How's that, Chris? Is that better?
Hold on a minute. Oh yeah.
There we go. I did not think you could do that. Wow, I'm learning all kind of things today. Of course, I'm going to forget them all about midnight, but I'm still learning them. Cool. Of course, I got to remember what I'm doing so that I can put it back the way I had it.
Now we have green hair.
Yeah, I was just messing around. I figured green's a little more appropriate than pink. There we go. That looks about where it was at. I'll go with that. I had to send a text to someone real quick, trying to not get so far behind on my messages. Not that I have a lot of messages, but the few I do get, I have a tendency to let a couple of them slack a little bit. Bobby said something about when he switched back to his old provider, no guy came out to give. I just gave customer service the MAC address of the modem. It's again above my head, and I have another one. I'll be right back. Especially if Mrs. K text, I will try to answer those pretty promptly.
Oh,
I must have left a click box unclipped, or it's clicked and I didn't notice it when it went to update.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that. So you never shut the computer off and it updated on its own?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
That's very well. It's unusual unless it's a pre-build of some sort.
They got there's one program. It was in the NVIDIA update that they send. Sometimes they send an optional update. I never bother to click them. If you don't click it, they say you're going to get it anyways.
I've heard eventually the optionals will become pertinent and install when they're needed, but I'm that's what I've heard. So is your machine store bought or did you build it?
Build it.
Built it, so it's a custom build then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very unusual for a custom built machine to just go ahead and do a Windows 11 upgrade. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 machines in total that I've built. 2 are AMD. No, I think 3 are AMD. 3 are AMD, one's an Intel. I mean, I'll get the splash screen sometimes when I reboot, would you like to have Windows 11? But it never forced itself on me.
At the fear of being thrown out of my own stream and Zoom chat, can you make a custom build Mac?
I'm sorry, your audio just dropped off again.
Oh, flash it back to Windows 10?
No, you can always, roll back within 10 days.
We're back within 10 days.
Audio check. Audio check.
What did Ken just say?
Apparently it dropped completely out, but YouTube heard me. Let me check and make sure that's on. Roy said my question is no. What my question was, not to get thrown out or get thrown under the bus here, can you make a custom build Mac?
No.
No.
The answer to that is no.
Before they switched, when they were using Intel, you could make a Hackintosh, what they call a Hackintosh.
Yeah, you don't
Hackintosh isn't a Mac.
It's not a true Mac. It's
not a true Mac.
It's a hacked Mac, I guess. I just wondered. And Jim saying AMD and Intel made me think about it. Tony's got thumbs up, and Rick said he heard me the first time. So apparently Zoom's up to doing its thing again, where I'm talking and it just drops out on its own. Wonderful.
I actually saw a video today about Hackintoshes, but
excuse me.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of videos out there to do it. There's no problem finding videos on how to do it. You want to watch some of them from start to finish and realize how much is involved.
It's involved.
Yeah, I know. It's a lot involved. Yeah. And there's people that are selling them. I heard there's people that sold them like that. And I think that's just crazy. That's crazy selling a hacked version of 11 to work on unsupported software.
Way back in
You just
the
don't do
day,
that.
like 2016 or so, I actually put a Hackintosh on a virtual machine. Took forever to get it there. I never used it. I just got rid of it. And you're right, it is involved. It's involved for people that know what they're doing. Can you imagine the struggle I went through? Because back then I didn't know about Doug or Carrie or Jim or anyone else to reach out to. So it was YouTube City, baby. Let me tell you.
Wasn't pretty. I can tell you
No,
that.
it wasn't. And I never used it. I mean, it was. I had flirted with the idea of trying to learn it just in case I ever did get an Apple. I got one, and it was given to me, and I just wiped it clean and sold it.
I can see.
Didn't want anything to do with it.
I can see somebody asking Carrie, "Will you help me install Mac on?"
Oh yeah. That's an hour and a half long rant right there.
Oh, easily.
There's no way you'd put a modern Apple operating system on a PC now.
No, because they changed the whatever it is.
That's pretty
This
cool.
program is supposed to see a certain set of chips. It will not see those chips and not install because of the changes Apple made.
Yeah, you could probably get one of the older OS X to load.
Yeah, you'd have to have old one.
Yeah, but nothing new. Ever since the M1 came out, they made changes and was like, screw you. But that's pretty much Apple anyway. Screw you. You'll take what we give you and you'll like it.
Exactly.
So,
Animal House. Thank you, sir. May I have another?
yeah, something like that. I can navigate the Mac OS fine. And the engineering behind the product is absolutely, it's top. It's top. Part of the reason is they only have to ever worry about one thing. When you think about it for a minute, the people who designed Windows are probably a little bit smarter than the people who designed the Mac OS, and this is why. Mac OS works on a very specific set of hardware. Windows works on damn near everything.
Right.
So you can decide who's got the smarter engineers. But the design of the Mac itself, the actual engineering behind the hardware, it's all, it's all top-rated stuff. My biggest issue, other than the Mac OS itself, which drives me up the wall, is that to actually have to fix them is a royal pain in the ass because Apple designs their stuff not to be fixed.
All right. Let me see if that brings it back. I think I'm due a reboot. I really do.
There it goes. It's back. There it goes. It came back.
All right.
That's weird.
Yeah. Now I got the blue. It's streaming, and I'll make sure I'm live because a while ago I wasn't live, and everything was like 45 seconds behind. 5 seconds behind. Yeah. Okay. It's live. I have no idea. I do think I need to reboot the system. I'll probably do that once the stream is over because I've got Zoom's running, DaVinci's running, Stream Deck's running, OBS is running. I don't know how many tabs I've got open in Google. I don't even think I want. I can't hold a candle to Doug, but I have a few opened up.
Yeah.
So
well,
it's due.
You should see. My wife has had at one point or another. She's had Google Chrome open, Firefox open, Opera open, 3 different browsers, and she can have anywhere between 15 to 20 tabs open in Google Chrome, another 10 to 15 in Firefox, and probably only a few in Opera. And I'm just like, I don't know what you're doing, woman. I don't want to know. I walk away.
Yeah, I do not have Brave browser running right now, and last counted, I'm in the 40 to 50 tabs on that, which is stupid, and I know that, but I'm just lazy. Like stealth mode the other night. I'm just lazy. I'll tell you guys. I open it, I leave it. It's got the show I want. I don't have to go searching for it, refresh, and I'm good to go. But it's not even running right now. And Zoom has got the clocks. I'm looking up some. Oh, speaking of, this made me think of this. If I get a copyright notification tonight for the music on the YouTube thing, I have the license to actually use that. So I'm kind of curious to see what happens with that tonight.
Okay, well, I've missed that. I haven't looked at the stream until just before I came into the Zoom.
Well,
No,
funny you should ask.
don't worry about it.
All right. It's a podium, and the top three in are first, second, third. I tried to get the gold, silver, and bronze medal color for their names. That did not work well. And I did Google Olympic gold, Olympic silver, and Olympic bronze, and trying to get the hex code for them, and it's horrible. I thought about trying to put gold medal on Tony and silver on John, and you know, that wouldn't be pretty either. So it is what it is.
Right.
And it's a work in progress. It really is. I've been thinking about it for a while, and today is just like I was bored. No, I wasn't bored. Yeah, I was bored. And I thought, what the heck? I'm going to give this a shot today. That's why I have 1,700 YouTube videos, is because I get bored.
Oh, well, obviously.
Anyone counted last? What is the current count on videos for me?
I'm not even going to bother to go there.
I think, in all seriousness, I want to say it's about 1,400. I think. 1.4. So we'll go with 1,400. Still holding steady at 284 subscribers. Still like to get to 300 by the end of the month, but it's no big deal. If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. Yeah, what a putt. Yeah, that was my first one way back when. And I did open DaVinci with the intent only to shrinking down the 2-hour video of playing golf yesterday. Never opened it up. The golf video, that is. Never got there. Squirrel! And off we went. So, I might do that tonight, though. Kind of the goal. I got clothes to fold. I think I'll invent yeah, I'm telling you. I think I'll invent a way to fold clothes where you just open the drawer, you throw the clothes in. Clothes are folded. Out of sight, out of mind. Who knows if they're folded or not? So you open the drawer. And Mrs. K irons everything. She would have a cow right now. With the t-shirt I got on right now, I took it straight out of the dryer and put it on. I did not iron it. I will not iron a t-shirt. No. I did that. I grabbed a t-shirt one day and I was getting ready to put it on. She goes, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm like, I'm putting on my t-shirt. Oh, I got to iron it. I'm like, it's a t-shirt. You know? Needless to say, it got ironed that day.
Oh, gee, there's a shocker.
I think she does not iron her socks. At least I haven't caught her ironing her socks yet. But I would not be shocked. My ironing days are over. I only ironed the green screen a while back because she refused to iron the green screen. I got my share of ironing when I was in the military. Now I'm done ironing. No more ironing.
I will iron something only when I absolutely have to.
I don't even ask her if something needs ironed. I won't ask her. I'll wear it wrinkled. I got no pride. Who cares if my shirt's wrinkled or not?
Yeah, she irons a t-shirt.
She does actually, Chris. She actually does. And so you can tell we've been together for 16 years and married for too long, but she folds clothes one way and I fold clothes another way. And it's not the same way she folds clothes. And
Yeah,
every
my
time
wife
she
and I are like that
mentions it,
too.
I
Yeah.
say, "Well, teach me how you want the clothes folded, and I'll fold them the way you want."
What about hanging the toilet paper? Do y'all hang it the same way on the roll?
Yeah, since I'm the only one who does that for the most part, yeah. Now that's the other thing she does that just absolutely drives me up a wall. We have, again, T-shirts that are on hangers because once she irons them, she puts them on a hanger. And I'm like, it's a T-shirt.
Dear God.
I've actually done that because I just don't have that many drawers. I don't have that many drawers to put them in.
Yeah, yeah, that's not a problem, and that makes sense. And the other thing that we have discussions, I when I fold things. When I put things on a hanger, I put them on the hanger the same way. It's my OCD, and I'll tell you, it's my OCD. My wife puts it this way, puts it that way, and it drives me up the wall.
Well, she puts one this way, one back, the other way.
Yeah, she
The
does.
only reason that's done in a store is to keep people from grabbing something off the rack and running out with a handful.
I guess, I don't know. And I mean, it dawned on me one day that I probably do have a touch of OCD because I'm like putting things on the hanger the same way. Pants go on the hanger a certain way, shirts go on the hanger a certain way, and God help me if it has to have a shirt and a pant on the same hanger, because then it's 20 minutes just trying to figure that out. Like a scrub. If you heard nursery scrubs, oh, I dread doing those. My mother-in-law used to iron everything, even the undie socks and everything.
I was this close, Ken, to asking you if she did that.
No.
Okay.
The only thing that she does with the undies is she folds the undies. And I'm like, it's underwear. Who cares if it's folded or not? You know, that drawer has no idea if it's folded or not. It has no idea.
And neither does it care.
No, exactly. I mean,
Now, the one slightly OCD thing that I think that my wife and I share is money in our wallet. All the bills have to be facing the same way.
yeah.
That's
And
about it.
not
And
only do you have to-
I'm like, I'm maybe this much OCD about it. My wife is probably about that much OCD about it.
do you
Oh,
put them
yeah,
in
you
do you put them in a specific order of the denomination to the
Oh yeah,
denomination?
yeah. Oh yeah.
It
Oh yeah,
drives me
yeah. We both do. We both do. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
It drives me crazy. Go to an ATM and all the bills are turned a different way.
Yeah. Yeah. Some of them are turned. I think if you get like a bunch of 20s, bunch of hundreds, you get a bunch of 20s. The first 5 are one way, the next 5 are another way, and the next 5 are kind of mixed. At least that's been my experience. Yeah, I'm the same way. They got to be they got to be facing a specific way, and they go from a specific denomination all the way up to the biggest denomination.
I would
Nope.
understand if you get like $300 and they turn the 20s one way, and the next 100 they turn a different way, and the next 100 they turn the other way back. I would understand that, but
Yeah, I don't think
They
an
do.
ATM dispenses $100 bills though. I think it's always 20s.
talking about 20s, if you get 320s,
Yeah.
Yeah, some of them will do 50s.
Really?
Yeah, some of them will do 50s.
Hello, Rick.
I've seen ATMs you can deposit money.
We used to do that in Vegas before they finally got the direct deposit worked out. We'd have to go to the ATM and put our check in that way. I always feared that for some reason. And the dumb credit union that we were affiliated with wouldn't let me do it in person at the counter, but I could do it in person at the ATM. I'm like, this is just dumb. And then after it goes in, I have to call the bank, tell them who I am, tell them to release it. They release it. Whereas if I go to the counter, all that's done, boom, one quick swoop, done. So
The bank I used to use, you could deposit money, and if I collected a bunch of ones, I would go up and just deposit all the ones, and
one at a time, or could you do it in bunches?
like $10 at a time on Some of
Okay.
them.
Let's see. 1, 2.
I'll have to tell you a story when we get off stream.
You got about, well, the
Got about a minute
macro
left.
did. I wonder now, did the macro restart because the stream? Well, we'll find out in about 5 minutes.
I was just going to say, you're going to find out in a few minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, if the macro's still active, it'll shut off here at about 4 minutes. If not, I'll shut it off at about 6 minutes. I honestly don't know what happened. If you hadn't mentioned it, I wouldn't have seen it going around, and I wouldn't have noticed that the blue.
And I almost
Background.
didn't notice it either.
Oh, there it goes. Yeah, macro did work because it's got the scroll of the people that are part of the Zoom, and I got to get that caught up as well. I got to put blinders on, you know. I got to put something here and something here and something here and just look straight ahead. Even then, I don't think that'll help. Exactly. Squirrel! Oh, mercy. Good night, Ida. Good night, Tony. Rick is with us. Thank you, Matthew. Roy was with us in chat. One Fish was there in chat. Dennis was in chat. Again, thank you for the redirect. I appreciate that. And I didn't mean to take your redirect away today from what Doug was doing. That was not my intent at all. And I never did find his premiere. I looked for it. I never could find it. I don't know if that's a YouTube thing or probably more than likely a me thing. So now we're back to the Windows 11 installs in 30 seconds. Nobody made a comment about that tonight. That's surprising. Now I will go hit the button with the mouse. I